All right, the excavator is done digging the foundation for the house, and I wanted to walk out and check it out with you guys. Looks so cool. Wow. It's got all the stuff ready to start setting forms for the footings. It's got a nice little ramp built here. You can see that we have solid clay. Like solid
it's like
clay.
concrete.
It's like you can play basketball. Yeah, looks really cool.
Warm.
It is warm. So this will be the main house, kitchen, living room, and 2 bedrooms and 2 baths and a laundry. And then this spot here that's not moved is going to be the dog trot. So this will just have a wall all the way around it, and then there'll be a cap poured onto it. This is the back guest bedroom. This bedroom and the main part of the house will have a crawl space, so we can run duct work and all that cool stuff and everything for it. And then that'll be the garage. So that's why that's not dug out. So there'll just be a 4-foot retaining wall all the way around. All the footings on this house all tie together, so it's really important for everything to be all tied together in one giant footing. But yeah, looks awesome. Mr. Man got a new toy, which
it's not.
It's not new.
It's new again.
New again. He forgot it was in the truck, so we gave it to him. But nah, it's pretty cool. It took them not even 3 days.
They were 3 separate days, but it was like a half of a day,
Yeah,
and not even, I
just
think, a whole day. It was,
yeah, like a couple days of digging, and these guys got all this done. It looks absolutely perfect. What a great company to work with.
And they brought, oh, you already pointed that out.
Yep, and they brought all the stuff to start doing everything. So,
we were gone.
Yeah. Well, I was showing you guys how I was digging down with the tractor, and I got down 2 feet below grade here in this one little spot. So that right there is where I need to have all of this done. So I talked to the excavator guys, and they're gonna come over here. I have it all marked out and ready to go. It'll take them probably a half an hour just to scrape this down to 2 feet, make it nice and level, kind of like what they did for the foundation. And then I'll move all the dirt and stuff like that. But I thought it was hilarious. 2 days of me digging with the tractor, and you can see I barely made a dent in this thing. And this clay, now that it's dry, is like hard as a rock. So I'm really happy they're gonna help me with that, because they're getting ready to set up for forms for the foundation and stuff. So I thought that was funny, but I'll show you guys how easy it's gonna be for them to dig compared to what I had to do.
See, they like it.
It's crazy.
The grass here isn't like soft grass. Chicks are getting so big.
Yeah, they've like tripled in size. They're all healthy and
Yeah, they're doing super well.
really good. We need to make this box bigger, so
Yeah.
just a couple screws and switch it around. This man is fascinated with the chicks.
He wants to eat them for sure.
Oh, for sure. Totally. You're gonna have to watch him.
Hey, leave it. He thinks they're a squeaker toy.
Yeah. He's like, I know they have a squeaker in there. What a view. Here's all our boards. We got, Tiny got them all stained while I was pretending I was an excavator digging with the tractor.
That one is still really sticky.
Yeah, some of them just don't want to dry.
Yeah. Well, me and my skills are not the best.
So, keep going.
Set your duck.
Get your duck.
Yeah, set your duck. You can have that bird. That's the only bird you can have.
Oh, poor dude. Look, we're training him to eat birds.
Yeah, maybe it wasn't a good idea. He's been obsessed with birds forever.
Tanya's growing.
It's nice to have it out of the trailer.
Yeah, that
It was
a nightmare.
Yeah.
But look at how amazing they're doing. The peppers.
I mean, this tomato back here, this one is like doing super well.
Yeah.
Big rainbow, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, even these ones that I recently transplanted are doing
way better.
way better. I feel
We
like
needed
they've
to
grown.
transplant a bunch of them, but we just didn't have the space in the trailer.
This one, this is
Oh.
a goner. Not
He's
sure.
hanging on.
I'm not sure what happened.
We'll plant something like that. What we'll do is we'll put a couple seeds in there.
Yeah, I already put a couple of seeds in here.
And that way,
You'll be surprised of how fast they grow.
Thank you for the kisses.
What's the
This
matter? Where's your foot?
tomatillo needs to be uppotted.
Nice.
Careful. Yeah, that hurt, huh? Sorry. All right, well, it is too windy to finish the greenhouse. It's been the theme for the last few days.
I know we've been waiting for a nice calm day to put the plastic up. We missed our chance. We
Yeah.
only had a couple days, but we didn't have it ready. So
No, we just got those end walls up and then it's too windy. So we are switching to building our garden beds.
yeah, we went and picked up a couple yards of compost yesterday. Yeah. So we'll pre-drill all of our sheets and then we'll haul them all down there and put them all together
Yeah.
and pound some posts and then start hauling dirt.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So just gonna use a 3/16 drill bit. So we're gonna, as we did our metal roof, we're gonna put all these sheets stacked together so we could pre-drill all of them at the same time. All right, there's the 3-footers done.
All right. You picking them all up? I don't think we can do all of them.
Let's do like a third or something.
Okay, but I don't know where really should have those on.
So now we just have to line them all up. So we gotta flip over. Okay, push it down to me.
That's sharp. I'm gonna put my gloves on. Now, why is there only one glove? Oh, there it is. You went out around to the back door.
If you move on there, I'm going to this way.
All right, so we've got all of those metal sheets pre-drilled, and now Levi is going to start cutting the 2x4s for the garden beds.
Yeah, we decided to go with 1 foot tall beds, so we're gonna cut all these 8-footers down to be a little bit shy of 1 foot. These metal panels are a lot more expensive than our previous garden that we have, and we really want to grow in a raised bed, so we decided to go with 1 foot tall. Makes the most sense. So.
Yeah, and you know, we wanted to be able to have really good soil in the beds. We have clay here, and even I think the weeds have a hard time growing, but yeah, we're gonna put some hardware cloth in the bottom of our raised beds, and to help keep all of the critters out, moles, voles, and the gophers that are around here. And so we're gonna get to cutting these boards and then head on down to the greenhouse. Where are your safety glasses?
I don't need them for those.
Yes, you do.
This is
Here. It's a little bit messy in here now. We got everything down here. We're gonna start building some beds.
Tractor pays off once again.
And as you guys can tell, it is very windy. There is no chance that we could be doing the plastic.
Like the wind will stop, and I'll be like, "Ooh, do you think we could do it?" And all of a sudden, all right, never mind.
Yeah. So this is a good plan, anyways. I actually thought this would be a little bit easier to like have it be totally flat and perfect, but I'll kind of explain to you what our plan is now that you can kind of visualize more the greenhouse, really.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously plastic's not on yet, but so all along the edge here is going to be one giant garden bed. So it'll be 3 feet by 42 feet long. Then in the center here, we're gonna have 4 16 by 4 foot raised beds with walkways and stuff in between. We wanted to make sure we had a lot of room to, like, if we needed to bring a wheelbarrow in here, or if, you know.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go 4 foot walkway on the front here in the back, 4 foot in the center, and then 3 foot walkways on each edge.
Yep.
So it'll be a 3 foot bed, 3 foot walkway, 4 foot bed, 4 foot walkway, 4 foot bed, 3 foot, 3 foot. 4 foot, 4 foot,
Yep.
4 foot.
Okay. Oh yeah, have you guys ever like driven through Texas and there's like all these billboards and commercials and it's 444 4444? I don't know why it's funny, but it's still, we still think about it after spending 3 months in Texas last winter. 2 winters ago. 2 winters ago. And then right here, I'm gonna have like a potting bench with like a sink and just catch the water down in a bucket below so that we can just reuse that water within the garden beds. And then there'll be what size is this bed? I forget.
This is 3 foot wide, and it's 42 minus the
8
foot or whatever
so
size.
Was it 30,
workbench.
36 is what we did?
Yeah, I think that's what we planned.
So,
36.
we have a lot of work ahead of us.
Yeah.
Filling the beds and.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the back of the truck's full.
Yep,
This
compost.
is the most we can haul right now, so we'll probably have to go get another truck.
Right, because the car trailer has
Oh,
our storm doors and our peat moss and all the extras for the greenhouse.
So,
All right, let's get to
start.
building.
all right, here's our first raised bed. It's going to be 3 foot wide off this wall, and I'm just going to run a string and use these bottom 2x6 boards kind of as a reference guide, so we can keep these beds like really straight. So, got a couple strings on here. All right, here's a cool way to put this string so you don't have to cut it and put a knot in here. Just put your finger through and twist it 4 or 5 times, and then you just pull the string that you want to be tight from the other side over there, and you just kind of pull it back and then just wrap it around a couple times, and then it'll stay nice and taut. All right, so we're gonna start with our corners, and the way we're gonna do this is we're just gonna take 2 2x4s and make an L corner, and then we're gonna screw our metal panels to these boards. That's why we pre-drilled the ends of all the panels, because all of them are gonna get screwed into here. These panels come 8 foot long, so every 8 foot is gonna be a single board that we're gonna overlap each of the metal panels, and then we're gonna screw them together that way, and then we'll have our galvanized pipe is gonna actually give the bed rigidity. So these boards are just basically to hold the shape of the bed, and then the galvanized pipes will be the ones that actually give it strength. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some of these together, and then we'll start shaping the bed up.
I apologize, the wind is just like crazy, so hopefully it's not too bad for you guys. Oh my goodness.
So you just kind of lock.
Well, our excavator just showed up, so Levi had to go talk to him really quick, and we'll continue with the bed making, the garden bed making in a second. This is gonna be a little more difficult with this wind.
Yeah.
Might have been easier to do the big panels first.
I was thinking that this will just hold. All right, so there's one section of the bed. We got the corner done, and then 2 panels put on. And we're just using 1¼ inch treated deck screw exterior, so that it can't, because it's going to be in contact with some wetness. So I just want to make sure that they don't rust out or anything. So we're just going to use those. Well, good morning.
Hey guys.
We're back out at the greenhouse again. We're making our way with too much stuff in our hands.
We had to actually take a couple of days off doing stuff on the greenhouse because we had like 50-mile-an-hour winds.
It was crazy.
And we tried to put our garden beds together and we couldn't even do that because the wind was so crazy.
Yeah,
so kind of just hunkered down and did some other little projects, but we're back out here now.
Ryder's excited to be out. All right, so I think we'll just build all the sides and get them all laid out into a stack, and then we'll start assembling the beds and leveling them all up. What do you think?
Yeah. I think we kind of realized that trying to build them upright was too hard.
Okay.
So
we'll jump on doing that right now. Mr. Man, are you ready? Huh?
Are you ready?
Yeah. All right. There's one. Just got 20 more to do.
All right, guys, so we got all of the ends for our beds assembled, and now Levi's just running in to grab our drawing that we made, that we even designed before we got the greenhouse. We knew that this was the one we wanted to get, so we kind of planned it out ahead of time. So now that we have all the ends done, we're going to look at our drawing, make sure that we space everything properly, and then we'll start working on getting the sides up. And then we're gonna take the laser and we are going to level all the beds out that way. All right, so we kind of, after looking at our picture and coming in here, we kind of decided to switch gears a little bit, and we changed our plan to kind of go back to how we originally wanted it, which was to have the bed go the whole entire length of the greenhouse. And there's quite a few reasons why we decided to go ahead and do that. One is to utilize all the space that we can in the greenhouse. And I guess that's kind of really the only
That's the big
We actually decided to screw the bed to this baseboard of the greenhouse to really help support it as well. But now comes the, as Levi likes to say, the tricky part.
This is a 40 and a half
it's gonna be
long span of metal.
43 and a half feet.
So what we're thinking is we're going to use some of these garden stakes, how fitting that we're going to use these in the garden, but you know, they're basically, you can get them in any hardware store, home improvement center or anything like that, and we're just going to go ahead and stand these up and just kind of pin them as we go, just to keep it locked. But these will just be temporary, just so we can have these be held up. We'll level everything out, and then we'll come back and we'll set our big pipes in there, and then we'll take these out and move on to the next bit.
Yeah.
It's gonna work through.
And I'm glad we decided not to do the plastic today because the wind has really picked up again.
Yeah, sitting at the kitchen table, we're like, oh, let's do the plastic today. It was beautifully sunny skies this morning. No wind. It'll be fine. So.
All right, well, let's see if we can get this one bed up.
You'll have to cut that one at the end.
That is one sound.
All right, time to get my new favorite tool out. All right. So. Oh, we lost that much. So just hold that up for a second.
Yeah.
Let me screw this, and then might have to do a little.
Do you want me to hold it up here?
Yep. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 out of each pipe. All right, here's our pipes that we cut. We cut these to 18 inches, and what we're gonna do is pound these down into the ground about 6 inches, maybe 7 inches, so they're down below the soil level when we plant the garden bed. And then we're gonna go ahead and take a couple of Tech screws, and we're gonna screw these panels into these pipes at about every 4 foot. Probably just 2?
Yeah.
So, all right, there's 1. So let's go down and we'll do all of our 8-foot pieces, and then we'll come back and put
And
4
do the
foots,
fours.
and then add a little extra strength.
Okay. All right, so we've got one of the long beds completely stood up. The only thing that we still have to do is put in the extra metal stakes, the 4-foot increments. So we have them at 8 foot, and then we'll put some in between. But what we wanted to do was get over and work on the other long bed on the side of, the long side of the greenhouse. The wind is kind of crazy, so we want to try and get as much done today as we can. So we're about to start on that, and then if we have time today, we'll work on the small beds. Everything is definitely taking a little bit of like critical thinking, especially working with such large beds. Like, it is definitely difficult. We knew it wouldn't be easy, but you know, like we said, we want to try and use as much of the space in this greenhouse as we can. It'll be a main, you know, this will be our main garden area for probably quite a while. So we're just gonna jump on doing this other side. How do you feel things are going?
Yeah, I think it's really good. We figured out, you know, we wanted to use 1.5 foot off of those pipes, and over here where we had to bring in 2 feet of soil, they're a little bit light, so we cut some of them at 2 feet. So kind of what we want to do is, instead of finishing that big long bed and using up more pipes. Let's get the framework all done, and then we can get a count of how many pipes we're gonna need. We'll make a supply run up and grab some more.
Yeah.
And then start filling dirt up.
That was easy. Sometimes I have a good idea. All right, we did it.
Yes, we're done.
Well,
For
kind
today.
of. For today. We still have to level out these middle beds and put the metal posts that will help hold them, you know, from being able to
spread apart.
Spread apart,
So
yeah.
Put our tech screws in there and all that stuff. And then
Yeah.
we'll get our laser out and we'll level all four corners of the bed like we did with the outside ones.
Yeah.
And lock them all down. But all in all, our goal was to get them all assembled today, put together.
Yeah.
And the green stakes were a really good helper for us because they were just able to hold it up while we worked our way down, leveling them up.
And honestly, we've had, oh, look at the hummingbird. Did you guys see that?
Right there. Buddy. He's waiting for some sunflowers to be planted.
He must have experience with greenhouses.
Yeah. That's cool.
But yeah, so I totally lost my train of thought. That was really cool.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, our goal was to get these done today, and that's exactly what we did.
Just all put together.
Yeah.
You know, like we said, we mass produced all the pieces, so to get them all assembled and in place is really key for us to just keep rocking and rolling and get this greenhouse done. Our plants are gigantic.
Actually, well, they're getting so big. Like we have tomato plants that are
we
ready
need to
go.
Get it built so we don't have to up pot them one more time.
Yeah. So that'll be it for this one.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the next one.
All right.